It's just possible that this is the only place that this information is on YouTube. Unlikely, I know, my channel isn't exactly well known for getting the insider information, but this particular shoe, it just seems not to have that much traction out there. In fact, there was only one place in all of the places that I look at to get information about shoes that I could find it. Now that could mean two things. It could mean that I've found information that nobody else knows about out there, and I'm going to have this jewel of a video for the channel, and everybody's going to come and flock to my channel to find this shoe because nobody else has this information. Or the shoe's not actually going to drop and the website that I checked out that said it is going to drop is wrong. Now, which of those two is more likely, I wonder? But it's not going to stop me making the video, even though there's probably a very small chance that the October 1st drop date for this shoe is actually going to happen. But I did need to make this video because I just saw Lucky Green 13s, Lucky Green 1 lows, and Lucky Green 1 highs. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to make 3 videos about those 3 Lucky Green shoes. And this Air Jordan 1 low, even if it doesn't come to pass, even if it is mythical or if it doesn't actually happen, it's still a cool enough video to make because the shoe itself is very cool and it's got some very unique details that you don't usually see on Air Jordan 1 lows. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it and mess it up today with you guys and tell you all about the potentially upcoming release of the Nike Air Jordan 1 low Lucky Green. This is the Tokyo Bada 23 Sneaker Channel. Tokyo Bada 23 Sneaker Channelです。毎日アップするので、毎日見てください. And every single day from Tokyo, Japan, I bring you content about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And today what we're looking at is an Air Jordan 1 that might be dropping. And I hope it does drop because it's a great looking shoe, very clean. It's very special. It sits in this 3 sort of videos about the Lucky Greens. There's the Air Jordan 13s dropping on September 26th. These guys potentially dropping on October the 1st. And then I think it's October the 15th is when the Air Jordan 1 High women's Lucky Greens are going to drop. So there's 3 Jordan sneakers, Lucky Greens, in the space of about 20 days. So I was like, yeah, making a video about all of those. Now definitely hit me up with comments down below if you've never seen this shoe and if you've never heard about it. Or the alternative, if you have heard about it and you're like, dude, everybody knows about that shoe, hit me up with those comments as well, because I do want to know where this shoe sits in the sort of world of sneakers and sneaker releases. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about this shoe and all the details on it. And the first thing that I want to say is it's more of a mint green than the other 2 in this sort of pack. The previous ones, the Air Jordan 13s that we already talked about, had a much more green, sort of emerald green feel to them. And then the Air Jordan 1 High women's has also a more of an emerald green feel to them. But these guys almost have a more of a lime green or a mint green feel to them, as opposed to that sort of emerald green of the other 2. But it still says Lucky Green on the side, so we're going to go ahead and look at it and add it to that pack of 3 sneakers. So some of the details on this shoe, and there's quite a lot. It looks very, very simple, but there's a few things on here that are very unique to this shoe and a few that are just sort of standard Air Jordan 1 style. Now, point number 1, looking big at the shoe, the beautiful luxury material on there, the definitely tumbled leather front to back on the whole shoe. Is very, very clean, very premium materials, except, I think I'm right in saying, around the midfoot and on the panel of the toe box. The wraparound, the overlay on the toe box itself is tumbled leather, but the actual panel of the toe box is a smooth white leather. I don't know why they chose to do that. Hopefully I've been able to zoom in on it and make it clearer on the green screen behind me here, and you can see the smooth leathers in one place and then the tumbled leathers in the other place. I'm not sure why they didn't just go all tumbled leather or all smooth leather, or go with different colors for the smooth leather parts and the tumbled leather parts, but it seems a bit strange to have white tumbled leather and white smooth leather side by side in the shoe, but doesn't take away from what is a very cool looking shoe. And one of the major features on it is those premium materials, and they're included, if you zoom in nice and tight, on that black swoosh, which is also in that tumbled leather, to complete that kind of quality premium vibe. But then if we go up from that, the real main talking point in this shoe, as far as I'm concerned, is everything around the top line. From the tongue to the top line to the ankle to the lining, the whole thing is very unique and very, very cool. So we're going to start at the tongue, and hopefully what you're looking at behind me here is a zoom in on the lateral side of the tongue, and you can see it's a white tongue. Very simple. green branding on the white tongue. That makes sense because it's a Lucky Green shoe. But what gets interesting here is the lining that wraps around the tongue. You don't usually see a lining like this on Air Jordan 1 Low as far as I'm concerned. Now correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But that lime green lining that complements the tongue and the tongue branding is very, very cool as far as I'm concerned. And what makes it even cooler is that the lining in the top line is black. If that had been green, you would have got an effect where the tongue cut sort of green lining and then the top line green lining would have made a single unit. But because the tongue is in the green lining and then you've got the black of the upper and the top line on there, it provides a bit of contrast, especially when you look just ever so slightly lower to the top line to the green ankle support on there, which I think I'm right in saying is in tumbled leather. And it wouldn't have been too hard to sort of make that all one unit, the tongue lining, the top line and the ankle support. But putting the black top line on there, it really helps to break up the shoe and give a little bit more definition. Now if we stay on that ankle unit there, that's also pretty unique because usually that wouldn't be the one piece of colour that you'd get in the shoe. You'd find it contrasted with somewhere else like the midfoot or the toe box or the quarter line or something like that. But just having that one head of green and everything else be black and white on the shoe, it actually works. Usually they don't do that, but I think it very much works in this shoe and is a very cool touch. And again, like I say, hopefully zooming in on it nice and tight here, you can get an idea of the quality of the materials that have been used to make that part of the shoe, and it definitely pops as far as I'm concerned, especially against the white and the black of the rest of the shoe. It provides that bit of contrast. And then just down from that, it's hard to see because they're basically, like I said, there weren't that many places talking about the shoe, just one, and that one particular place only had 3 pictures, the lateral, the medial and the outsole. So I would have liked a better shot of the heel, I would have liked a better shot of the tongues and those kind of things, but I just don't have those pictures. But what you can look at here on the sort of lateral view of the heel is you can see that Wings logo across the heel, the white heel with the green Wings logo on there, and then to add another element of those premium materials is that logo is embroidered on there and not just stamped on there, and that's a great little touch. And hopefully it's coming up together on the green screen and giving you that feel of the quality premium materials. And then finally, we flip these guys upside down and have a look at that lime green or mint green outsole. I don't know which way you want to go with this, but it really kind of works for me because the top of the shoe really only has that one place in green up around the ankle, but then it really is supported by that full front to back green outsole on these guys to give kind of a bit of balance to the shoe. And that's what I think about when I look at the whole thing. When you put it there, the whole lateral side, there's just enough green on the tongue, there's just enough green on the ankle, and there's just enough green on the outsole to sort of give it a white, black and green feel. So instead of the green feeling like just hits or little bits of detailing on there, it's actually a part of the shoe, a balance of those 3 colours, green, black and white, rather than the green appearing as just a sort of, you know, a hit or a bit of the branding. So I'm very much a yes on this shoe, and I can't believe the price point on these Air Jordan 1s is $90. These are a steal. You should definitely go out and grab yourself a pair of these guys if they're available where you are. If they are coming in a 30.5 centimeter size, I'm going to buy a pair. I'm telling you right now, if these appear on the sneakers app here in Tokyo, Japan in my size, I'm spending 90 bucks on a pair of shoes like this. These are cool and it's a great price point, so I'm definitely interested in this shoe. Even though they're white and I tend to destroy white shoes very, very quickly, I still want to get my hands on this pair of shoes. So it's a big yes for me, and hopefully you guys out there are checking this out and enjoying that too and thinking, yeah, I'm going to go for these as well. Okay, it's time for me to sign off. This is video 2, like I said, out of 3. Yesterday was the Air Jordan 13s and tomorrow will be the Air Jordan 1 High Women's, but today was the Air Jordan 1 Low Lucky Greens. All 3 Lucky Green videos and all 3 very unique shoes and well worth checking out. And like I said, this guy scheduled for October the 1st, but we just don't know if that's really going to happen or not. Fingers crossed I'm right and I haven't wasted my time and your time making this video, but even if I'm wrong, you know, people make mistakes. For now though, time for me to sign off. Thank you guys for checking out the content, and I'll say what I say at the end of every single video, which is that I do this every single day, and that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.